Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm just coming to show you this first and then I'm going to do the tutorial. These are my puzzle pieces that I bought on AliExpress. And they absolutely gorgeous. These I'm going to put on bits, okay? Bits in my little packet. I don't know how many it says. Maybe that's 46, maybe not. I don't know. Look at that. Aren't they good? I love them. They're light and they're beautiful, and I do love them. I'm very, very pleased with those. Thank you very much for posting me them. I think they cost me about $1 something. They weren't very expensive. If I see something new on there, I've got to have a go at it. But look at that. That's going to look absolutely awesome on something, isn't it? Really. I think I actually seen them put it together, like it actually builds something, like a puzzle. They can all go together as far as I could see. But anyway, so that comes in a dear little box. Do you like that little box? You'll probably use that on something. And then here I have these ones here that I got. Actually, it wasn't that long ago that I ordered these, so that's really good. Things I've been waiting for ages are taking forever. Look, these are supposed to be like they're stickers, but they're clips and tops. I do like that, and pins and things, you know, so you can cut the white bit off. I could imagine that would come off okay before you took the sticky bit off. So you don't have the white part going around the side of it. So you could cut that off. Just to use this on the top of... Oh dear, I've cut 2 at a time, maybe 3. Well, that's not good. Anyway, so we keep going around there. And I haven't got my fussy cutting scissors in here, so I won't be doing too much fussy cutting. But this, I do like the idea of these. I thought it was something different to have a try. And if you're only paying $1 or something for it, you might as well have a go, eh? And I will get the fussy cutting scissors out. This is cutting really good. It's sort of sliding along like butter, really. It's really cool. I'll take the inside piece out too, I think. Maybe you won't be able to do some of the things, but they'll look good on some tags or something. You know, something that you want to add a little bit of something to. Look at that. I love the colour of them. And there's blue ones. I think I mostly got them for these things. I was thinking about, you know, tickets and tags and stuff when I was thinking about that. Now that, I know what I'm going to do. I don't want to touch it. Leave it alone. Put it away, and we'll do that later, because I wanted to show you this, my zipper idea. Well, when I say my idea, well, I'm sure it wasn't, but a long time ago, when I first started on here, the first video I ever made was about putting a zipper onto a piece of card in a journal. A mini album, I think I might have put it on, a page for the mini album. I sat there and watched it this morning. Really cool. 6 years old it is, or a bit more. I think it might have started it in January 2013. I think that's when I started. Okay, so I think it was the 13th actually. I don't know for sure. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a different sort of way today, only for the reason being is because I'll show you both. I'll show you lots of different ones, okay? Well, as much as I feel I can do today. So let's find something that I want to put it on. I need a piece of, I don't know whether I want it to be a little bit of card. Like sort of a bit of card that's not too this is neat. Thank you, Amanda. I think that's what she sent me that, and that's good too. And it's sort of like, this is a piece of scrapbooking paper, so it's not card, but it'll still work really good. Now I've got some zippers. I went to our Vinnie's shop because I did have a truckload of zippers. I'll show you also how to put it into the material. So, look at this. I think they got 50 cents written on these ones. These ones cost me 10 cents, still in the packet. I'm sure they charged me $1 in Vinnie's because they don't sell anything under 50 cents, under $1. So, not... well, what are you going to do? Because there's only 50 cents wherever it was sold from. And they're having it on sale. I don't know what it was before that. But anyway, so I could only get these sort here. I do have some metal ones, but I think these work really well. anyway, what I'm going to do, it's not hard or anything, it's just really interesting, and it's something different to put into your journal. So this is more or less for making a sewing journal now. So I want to do this for a pocket. So now all I need to do is get myself a what did I do with that? I said I'm going to use that. Where did I put it? Where did I put that? Okay, where's my cutter thing? Okay, to believe this, you do, don't you? We can believe it, Sonia. Set it here. You know how I do that, so I can find them. Then I put stuff in front of it, so now I can't see it. Here we are. I want my knife. I'm just going to cut. I suppose I should do I'll do a video on how I did the first one that I ever did, but I want to think about this now. I wanted to make an invisible one, but I couldn't find what's the name like that, a zipper, so it's already set in something. So I'm going to work on doing that for later on down the track sometime, but I want to make this today, and I'm thinking now my journal's only going to be about 5 inches wide that I'm working on, so I'm going to have to pay attention to the time. Righto, so it's only going to be 5 inches wide, my journal. So when you think about it, I don't think you should have it that far, really. You should bring it in a bit. So I'm going to be doing something no bigger than 4 inches when it's finished, okay? And that way, when you put it in your paper, it's just going to sit nicely in the centre of your page. But I'm going to do mine so that it goes up and down. But I still need to make sure that it's going to fit in on the paper, right? Now, do I want that side or do I want this side? Because I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to have it decorated with something else too, but let's just work on putting the zipper in the first place. Okay, no sewing. There's no sewing in this. Isn't that good for those people who can't get to the machine, or, you know, well, it's not easy for everybody because people do this paper stuff and they don't necessarily have a machine, and I'm not going to do something that nobody else can have a go at. So I'm going to cut that down there, aren't I? Wait a minute. I'm making sure that I don't go past the 4 inches. Make sure you don't go past the 4 inches, because you've got to think about that, Sonia. You don't want to go past there. And when I also think about the fact that maybe I'll want trim too, so if I do trim, I'll come in from the edge a bit to do the trim. So what I'm going to do first, I'll cut this out here, okay? Now, I'm going to cut this off, and so I'll make sure I've got the right size piece. Yep, you shouldn't hear me. Actually, I'm going to put a link to that video underneath this. And I don't know how come I didn't do that straight. Probably didn't have it sitting straight. I'm going to put a link to the video that I made. And I was so frightened. I was in the room on my own, but I was scared. I was shaking and really, really nervous. And you wouldn't think that of me now, would you, really? I'm going to see where I've gone wrong there. I cut that crooked. Now, I'm going to put this further to one side than the other. I do have some erasers here because I got them out of I had them in a jar, and I thought, what's the good of that? I can't get them out of the jar while I'm trying to do something. So I set them there. So we want to put it so that it's near the side, right? No good having something you can't get into, is there? You want to be able to have storage. You understand? We need storage space, so we're going to put this back on here level. Please, Sonia. Now, you probably did see people doing this in the past. I don't know if they did it like this or not. This is my take on it. I've got no idea if I'm doing it right or not, or just how I did it. It's just how I did it. And I'm thinking I might need to go a tiny bit further over, because I've got to put that piece up in there. So this zipper, you can see it, but not. And please let that be straight. Go further, Sonia. Make sure it is on the line. Make sure it is on the line. That moved. I know it did. I felt it. Don't move. Stay where you are. Now it's not started off properly. honestly. Now, you got to think about this now too. This is too long, right? So you don't want to zip it off, because I did that yesterday. Zipped it right off there. I want to have that obvious, you know, so you can see that, because that's part of the zipper, right? So I'm going to put glue. I've got glue. Right. I'm going to glue. I'll do this side first. I won't cut anything off it yet until I'm sure what I'm doing. Okay, till I'm sure that I want to do the tiger side. No, I'm going to do this side, because the tiger side's going to balk me when I go to do the yeah. So I'll do this. Now I'm not putting this one in. I'm putting this one in inside. The other one you'll see me do it on the outside. So we'll just see how we go with time. We should be able to do it. I've got about 2 or 3 ways, whatever, to show you. Myself all mixed up here. Now you don't want to go quite too close to the side here. You need a little bit of space. You want to think that this is going to run up past there. Look, I mean, you would, if you would sewn it into a piece of clothing, you would take it in further, but you're not. You're doing it on here. And I think that might have come too close to the edge there, did it? Really? It won't undo. It did now. Okay, so you will put that one there. Real easy, this, isn't it? Really easy. I hate putting zippers into clothes. Absolutely hate it. When people used to bring me their jeans to replace a zipper, you have to take the whole thing out and make a... Oh dear, it's the worst job ever. There's no way I'd say yes to that. I have got a girl coming for me to hem up a pair of jeans, but there's no way I'd put another zipper in another thing. Oh, it used to take so long, and of course the person would say, oh, well, it's just a zipper. You're only putting the zipper in, you know, you're not going to charge me that much, are you, really? But you know, and you wouldn't get, you know, what it was worth. It'd take you ages to do, and you wouldn't get what it was worth. That's that. Now, how simple is that to do? Now, it's up to you whether you put something behind it before you put it into your journal, right? Which I probably could do that, because that way it's going to show you how... Because this actually does work. You can use the working zipper. Because once it dries, it's in there pretty good. And if you wanted to, and I probably will, we'll put some sort of trim along there so it won't look so straight and ordinary. Okay? So let's just cut that out, because I'm going to make it into the thing that it's supposed to be. I'll zip this down here a bit. Cut this out behind it. Well, you can put whatever you want to behind it, whether you want to put a... you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to glue it and stick it on there. Then I'm going to cut it out. So on here, what I did yesterday after I zipped it off there accidentally, I put a bit of glue there, and that stopped it running all the way down. Actually, a better idea would be a stitch. I know. Why can't I see me... where's my pin cushion? Oh, it fell off there. I had it sitting up here. No, where'd it go? I had it sitting there. Really? Oh, here it is over there. It's still sitting up high. It's just sitting on top of a different thing. So just put a stitch of thread through it if you want to. Or you can put the glue. It's up to you, but I just wanted something in there because I'm going to cut that off there. Well, I'll cut it off first. I'll zip it up. Get it all, you know, game. Get an old pair of father type scissors. And I'm going to cut that off there. Because use your old scissors for this, because it's going to be tricky on your scissors. Okay. Now, whatever you do, Sonia, don't touch that. Whatever you do. Let's stick something on there so I don't touch that. Oh, I don't know what I want to put there though yet. Just a little bit of anything. Just put something there so it won't zoom off the edge. Okay. I'll stick a piece of... Might be able to get it off later. I'll stick a bit of paper on there just for the time being. Because if I pick that up accidentally and just I'm not thinking and talking too much instead, this is not going to work, is it? It's going to be really bad. But I'm going to put something there anyway. Well, maybe not that big, but I might be able to get that off, I hope. I hope. Okay, so now we're going to we'll pull this closed. So we're going to put a little dangle on the end of that too. That'll look really cool, won't it? This still looks good too, but you can't zip it down this way. Okay, let's get on with this. Now, okay. Oh dear. I might have to have another drink of water. So we're going to put this in here on your page, whichever you want to do with it. Now, if you want to, you could. No, you can't leave the back open because you will put stuff down behind it. That's not going to work. You need to cover glue all the way around here, right, on the edge. So make sure you've got it going right to the edge. Now, if you wanted to, and I think I might put the same paper or that on the inside. What do you reckon, eh? Because that'll look really cool, and that fits really good because I just cut it off there, so that goes on there good. Got glue on the side of that. That's not good. Make it so it sits nicely. Oh dear. If you ever see an odd flower or something sitting in my work, you know there's something underneath it. That was a thing too, you know, about putting stuff in the show. If you ever made a mistake and you put something where it wasn't supposed to, like, say you did something and you know, you had a little bit of a mark on it or something and you stuck a flower or something on it, they knew that was why it was there, and that wouldn't help you at all. It was just how things worked. And they still would too. I don't know if I ever did it much. Maybe I could have did it once or twice, I don't know. I used to start from the beginning if I did anything that was, you know, terribly nasty looking. I would do it from the beginning. Now I've got to make sure that this is really glued down tight here, okay? And I need to put whatever I want to, or whatever I feel like when I get to it, something on here to fasten that down really well. I need some sort of a trim, I guess, or something. I just picked this bit up. I don't know if I like it on there or not, though. I suppose it's pretty nice. What do you reckon? I'm going to cut that bit off that. Probably need something a bit different. I'm probably looking for something out there that I haven't actually. In the book that I had, the piece in that I did, I've actually sold that, so I can't show you what I made. But you'll see it anyway if you go and have a look at the link I put up to the thing. Well, I wasn't thinking about having to decorate this, you know, because it wasn't something that I was going to do today. So let's just leave that for the time being. Because I'm working on the journal, I tend to try and make it all go together, see? And if I just put something up there willy-nilly, it might not go. But look at this. You can zip it down there, and you have a pocket here. See, look at that. And I did a sideways one too. This one here I did yesterday. It's in green, and it's going across. I haven't taken that bit off yet. I was still waiting to see how that worked, and it works fine. The only thing I did wrong with that is I should have zipped it to the top and had that part there at the top where it opens. This is the bottom of the zipper here. See? Now look, if you're worried about whether it's going to work in the book or not, I'll show you. I can't really actually show you what, but if you've got that sitting in your book, right, and it's stuck down, it'll go up and down there. You just got to, you know, well, be reasonably careful with it, I suppose, but you wouldn't be pulling it apart, you know. Look at that. There's a pocket for your thing. Rightio. Now, I did this one yesterday, and I ripped that off. But I'm they went zoomed off the end of it, so that's something that I can probably use further on down the track. Where was the one I showed you earlier? Here, this green one. I've got to cut that off. So you've got a bit of glue there hanging on to it. So, but I don't know why, because it'll still fit in there to come off, won't it? So I've got to stick that one down. And I did this one here. This one, it's a bit... well, I'm going to cut that off here, and I'll still have a pocket like down in there, and maybe I'm going to have to use This is the full length of this zipper, and that was one like, where did I put them? Here. This was one that's got a plastic cover on the outside of it. So when you take that off, it was really easy to put in, you know, like, well, so was the other one, wasn't it? We can put one on a piece of fabric, and I might use this blue one to put on some fabric and make one out of material, fabric I should say. So this just pulls out of this plastic covering thingy. Now you can use the ones with teeth, like these are plastic, the others are metal. Of course they've all got teeth, Sonia. But see, the thing with these are they're not too thick. The other ones are very thick, and I don't know what I've done with the box with them in. Maybe it's behind me. Wait a minute. Did I get my hubby to bring it back in here? I think I did, but I don't know where he put it. He just puts things where he thinks they'll fit, and that's nice of him for bringing them in, but maybe it's still out in the lounge room. It could be. I can't seem to see it here anywhere. Okay. Right. So, of course, now when you've got this, you can decorate that then how you want to. This will probably have some sort of fabric or other on it as well. And I found a whole lot of stuff this morning that I really want to work with. So I'll do this one with this pink, because I like that colour, and I might go this way so I've got that flower on it. What do you reckon? Oh no, go that way still. No, well, Sonia, it'll go up and down, it's fine, just cut that down there. Okay. Oh dear, I get that off there. Might have to trim it a bit, and then I'm going to actually fray it up a bit more later. But I want to cut it straight along there, so my rotary cutter, or this, well I don't know where my rotary cutter is when I'm thinking about it. I used to use it a fair bit once before. This might work, I don't know, I'll try it. Where's my ruler now, people? Oh dear, I should have a camera over here for you to see. It's no good, hey? That's no good, Sonia. You're not going to be able to tell me that. Okay, so let's put this. This is going to be an up and down pocket. Okay, that'll go up and down there. Righto. Well, let's show you how to do this then. To cut the thing straight, I've probably showed you this before. If you've got something that is an even weave, it's really easy to do. You just pick up your thread. In this case, there's got to be 2 threads because it's 2 over 2. I think. I don't know what's the matter with my eyesight this morning, but I hope I've got my right glasses on. Ouch! I have a tendency to put on an older pair that I use in the room sometimes, and I only use it so I can see what time it is in the middle of the night. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get this piece of thread out of here. I think I've actually picked up 2. Now this is worth doing because when you're putting something like the zipper in there, you do not want this to be going skew-whiff, because otherwise, and yes, you did spell skew-whiff the right way. I think that was you. I think it was Tracy that said the skew-whiff. She didn't know how to spell skew-whiff. I think you did all right. I do. I think it was pretty good how you spelled skew-whiff. Now I've got a little line here, right? See, to cut along that. Of course, you can measure it and draw a pencil line down there, but I would never have done that because when I was doing my embroidery, I was very, very strict with the fact that we would not put any sort of ink, pencil or anything on our work. I wouldn't anyway. Other people did. I was too scared. I was a big wuss. So that seems a bit skew-whiff now, and it shouldn't do, but that's because this was pulled when I must have pulled it when I tore it. So maybe you don't want to tear it. Maybe you don't want to tear it because you've got to get it back in its shape. Now I'm going to put the blue in because I think it'll look really good with the blue. Doing it, of course, the same way. I don't like, this has got sticky on the top of it, so I might cut that off because I'm not a real fan of that, because that's like a glue or whatever that's been sitting there for a fair few years, I'd say. And that'll make me thing a bit shorter, but that doesn't matter because my book is only going to be 7 inches high. So where is the thing. Oh, that's only just going to fit in there. Right. Look at that, that's going to be hanging over. I'm going to have to take more off, aren't I? So what do? Take it off the top or the bottom? Before I took it off the... See, this one here ends like that. I'll take it off the top. I'm going to make it 6 inches. I'm sure my book's only 7, because I do like to make them so you just can hang on to them in your hands. You know, you don't have a big... it just depends. Everybody's different how they like to do their journal. 7 by 5 I like, or 8, or something like that. I probably made it 7, no, it's 5 by 7, I know it is because I've been cutting the paper that size. So we've got that there now, and that fits there nicely, doesn't it? Look at that. So we're going to do this one, and I do like this, isn't it fun? So to undo it is a good idea, down to the bottom, because then it keeps it nice and flat, you know. And put your glue on your zipper, because you want to make sure you got it all the way down. Don't miss any parts, because then it'll gape open and it might just pull off there, you know, and then that won't be good for you. But but this is nice and straight because I just cut it nice and straight. I do like the blue with the pink, and I have got some nice things to put with this. I'm really excited about making this, but I have found so much stuff, and I don't know why, but I keep going and looking for more. I don't understand. I suppose I could mention this. I go and have a breast screening every 2 years, and I did mine the other week. They come back good. I wish other people would go too. I know a lot of people that won't go. You know, a lot of ladies that won't go. You should go. It's a very important thing. So I'm just going to say to you now, girls, get up there and get out. We have a bus that comes to every town, as far as I know, in Australia, eventually. And they remind you every 2 years. They send you out a reminder to go and have it done. It does not hurt. And you shouldn't feel, you know, embarrassed or anything, because there's nice, really nice ladies be on the bus and that does it, and I can go there on my mobility scooter and I can park it really close, and then they've got this little lift that they lift us up if we can't get up in the stairs, because there's a really there's a little steep, no, not steep, but there's these little stairs there that are not, you know, if you're a bit rickety on your legs, it's sort of like me, you'd probably, but they're really, really nice people, really nice. Isn't that awesome? I do love that. I do love that. Now, the back part of that is another issue, isn't it? We weren't thinking about putting back on that either, were we? And I just grabbed that piece out of the air, that piece of, that piece of fabric. Right, now, we're going to leave it because I did show you the other way, but we are going to put something here because Sonya doesn't want to drag that off there accidentally and not be very happy at all, will I? Wait a minute, where's these things here? And now I've still got time to show you my first ever. Well, I'm gonna repeat a video. Well, it won't be exactly the same. I suppose it might be a bit more relaxed. I think. I hope so. Anyway, and we're going to put that there like that. I do have my first entry in my tag competition because the good Karen met me up the street yesterday. Karen Munro, I forgot your name, sorry. and she handed it to me. But I don't know whether I'm going to have time to put it up today because I've got a few things that I have planned. So I will be doing it soon, Karen, for your viewing. So I'm going to put a net in there as well. It sent me that parcel that I opened this morning. So we're going to have fun with that, I hope. Okay, look at this. And it'll go back like this. See, if you give it to somebody, and they, you know, if you buy it, if whoever gets the journal wants to give it away or haven't listened to me talk about it, I'm sure it will be fine. If you like, you can sit there and do some stitching across here when this dries. It might be a little bit hard, but if you sewed that anyway on the machine down there and down there, that's not going to go away anyway. But actually looks good. You're not supposed to put a zipper in like that, okay? Unless you want it to be in the fashion now. They don't care, do they? They don't care that it was nearly hidden. Okay, so now I'm going to do the one that I did in 2013, I should say. Wasn't 19 anything. Okay, so this is me putting my zipper. My first video. I have a mouthful of water first. I don't know if that's exactly what happened either. So what I did was, I got a zipper. That's a good thing. I'm going to have zippers everywhere and everything, aren't I? But this is quite good fun, you know. Make good tag or whatever. Anyway, I'm quite enjoying doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it from the top, of course, to the bottom because I don't need a very big piece, do I? Okay, now, so what I did was, because I want to put it in the centre and I don't want this to be too wide because I want to put it in my book maybe. Let me see, where's that ruler thing gone to now? I need some sort of a bell on it, don't I? A whistle or something I can call it. Sounds really strange, doesn't it? Sorry about that, people. Too much sleep that does that to you. I only want it to be 4 inches. I don't want it to be any wider. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off there. Right, I'll put it on here and I'll get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's quite easy, isn't it? Go with a half just for fun, Sonia. Now, this is not the same as what I did the other one, so that's why we're showing you this way. This is, I don't know whether I've seen this before I put it up there or what, so I can't tell you if somebody actually showed us how to do this. Now, what did I do? I do know. I want to draw a line. Definitely need this on a string hanging from the ceiling. Maybe a piece of elastic would be good. So Sonia had to go and add a bit extra, didn't I? So this is going to have to be a bit over halfway. Tiny bit over halfway. Which is going to be here, I think, because it's going over that way a bit. Yes, righto. We're going to draw a line down here. We're not going to take it all the way down. Do I remember what I did? I only watched the video this morning. I'm going to cut this down here. Right. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to bend it back like so. And this side here too will be bent back like that. It's a little bit stiff. If you do it on a piece of paper it might be better because you can be able to do it a bit more. Be easy to press down. Well, it's stuff stuck to me everywhere here. Okay. That's about level, isn't it, you reckon? It's in the middle. And then I got the zipper and I put it on the top because I wanted to show the zipper, okay, as a pocket, right? But I'm going to put that up there like that. So I need to open this down a bit to start with. And we need to aim for that piece up there. You can put it in behind there if you want to. It's up to you whether you do this. Look how that will go. If you want to put it in behind there, that's fine. I don't, because I'm going to do a sewing journal and I want to be able to see the elements, you know, like I want to put it up there where it is. I'm going to go with that, okay? Now, this is a piece I've got to have enough that I'm going to turn this over at the top here. Look. See? And I've got to pull this back up before I stick that down. So hang on to your horses there. But you know what, I did it easier all that years ago. 6 years ago I did it a lot easier than this. I might have took that right to the bottom. I don't remember now if I took that opening right to the bottom. But I don't think I did actually. I think I stopped it there. Because I put the zipper... Well, maybe I didn't. Whether I put the zipper to the back or not, I don't know now. But I know I put these pieces to the back. And when you put them to the back, you need to bend them back that way. Okay, so you bend them back over there. So it sits nice. You can cut this off if you want to. I'm going to do that because it might be a little bit bulky. Don't cut too far back. She says as she slices it flat out down there. Goodness me. Okay. Rightio. Now, Probably should have stuck it down first. What do you reckon? Because I don't want that to... I'm going to put a bit of glue under this. I am going to stick it down a bit because I don't want it to be... Come on there, glue. It's a different glue too I'm using, by the way. The other stuff that I used to use, they stopped making that, or I couldn't buy it anymore. So I use this here, which is Porter Craft Glue, and it is clear drying, and it is awesome. It says it's non-toxic, but I don't know about that. I don't know. Of course, it must be. Wouldn't tell me that if it wasn't true, would it? I don't know. Don't know if I had any more questions that people needed me to answer. I can't think of it. I didn't write anything down because yesterday I was a bit off. I was a bit off yesterday. I didn't feel right. I'm not getting any sleep. Even though I went into town and had a look about. Got myself a couple of good things. Really pleased about the little bags I bought. I bought these good little bags. Oh dear, I was really pleased about them. I'll show you those after. Well, maybe not today because I don't think they're in here either. I think they're out in the other room. They're like a sandwich bag, only smaller. About that, I think. Oh, so pleased. I bought them at the stationery place, so that was good. Because they sell, our stationery place also sell catering stuff, you know, like people that do things for catering or takeaway stuff, you know, like packets and containers and bags and stuff like that they sell. But they usually, well, they sell them in the hundreds, but 100 of the bags was only $1 something, so I bought 300. I've actually gifted some. It's okay, but I know where they are now. I can go there and get them anytime. I know where they are. I looked on the internet for ages, you know, and could not find anything that I wanted. Now I'm going to the side a bit because I want this to not stick out in the road, okay? And I've got glue everywhere. Alright, so we don't worry about that though. That's typical, isn't it, for me? And it's really hard not to when you're playing with it. I think that looks quite snazzy, really. I would have, thinking about too, I should have probably used the other side. What do you reckon? I might pin this. What I'm going to do, I'll finish doing this, I'm going to actually put, I'm thinking about lining it. So when you put something down in the pocket, it doesn't get caught or stuck. And I want to put this up here, and I don't know if I did this before, but I'm doing this today. Is I'm putting that up there, okay? I'm going to sit here and hold this because it's not going to work very good if I don't. Now there's going to be sort of bubbly bits. When I got the toothpick last time and I put bits of glue underneath there, it probably wouldn't hurt me to do that either this time, would it? Because I didn't have I have got a little glue thing, a little tiny glue bottle, with a tiny little spout on it. But my glue's got stuck up, a lot stuck, or it's sort of gone dry or something, and it won't come out. It won't come out at all. So I'm going to put this bit of glue here. Come on. Under here, okay? Just to push that down so it's not bulging up there. Look at that. This works, doesn't it? Very good. The back part is slowly drying, but of course it's got that plasticky bit there. It's not doing a really great job. And the further I go up here, the more it's sort of sitting up a bit. So I might not got it. So this one doesn't actually work. I mean, you could make a working one, I suppose, if you felt like wanting to do that. But the idea of this one was that you can put it in your book and then you can use that as a pocket, okay? It's your zipper pocket. Right, so that was the idea for that I did a long time ago. And then I put in one of these. I've got one here that I did years ago. Probably showed you this many times. I actually managed to keep this one, but I did sell a real lot of them. They were called fluff. One of these little girls called them fluffy books. I bought one. She said, "Mum, can we have these?" So she bought one each for the girls, and that was a big job, but I'd still got it done, and that was good. And I've sent a couple away, I think, in Happy Mail, but I graduated into the next thing then, and I don't know This is old school, isn't it? You know what people used to do with the... But I went a bit over the top. I couldn't help myself, you see. That's typical. But I made all my flowers, okay, and it's on string. And then I've got these bits in here that I did. That you open that up, and that up, and that up, and that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I do like that, but it's probably, you know, like I said, a bit old school. This is what I was making, a book like this, when I did that zipper in it. I didn't put the zipper in this one. This is more or less something you put your photos in, I think, isn't it? Or whatever. There's tags in here. Tags in here. See? Made all these. Fluffy book. The little girl said it was a fluffy book, and I thought that was a good thing to call it, I guess. But that's a pocket there. There's another pocket there. That's a tile. Yeah, Scrabble tile, and I just put a that has got to be off a... I don't know where I got the picture from. Come on, Sonia, where did you get that? I don't know. I'm thinking it could have been off a serviette, but I don't think it is. No, it's a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper, and I've put glossy accents on it, I think. So I made these ones too. Here's another one. Look, I did that little chicken under that little thing there. More flowers. Pocket. I'm sure there's a pocket there. There would be one in everything. Yeah, pocket. Pocket here. I love that corrugated stuff. And of course there's pockets in all the ends of them as well. See? There's pocket in the end of that. It's made out of really heavy card, actually. And there's pocket in that one. And there's a pocket in this one. And this one. So I just kept that as a, you know, and I put some holes in this end and just tied on these bits. So that was my first attempt on crafting, like with paper and things. Well, not, yeah, probably was. These ones were something that I started doing, like just after I started on YouTube, where I was doing these sort of things. But anyway, so I just thought I'd bring back the old ideas. And this one here now is on fabric, right? So this one here's got fabric around it. I didn't... Oh, yes, we did do the fabric one, didn't we? Oh, I've got lots done now then, haven't I? I've got to put them all in. This actually looks like a person who's got feet, you know? But anyway, so I'm going to cut that off, of course, and not zippy it all the way off. And I'll be using that as well. So I do have a few zippers in pieces of card. I did like doing it. It was really fun. And now all I've got to do is decorate them, some of them up and put them in my journal, don't I? So this one, even though it is way too long, I can cut that off now, but make sure that I end it off before I do that, because I don't want it to come off the end. So I'll do that, and then I'll do something on there, put some design rather on there so I can put them in my journals. This one here, I could probably just leave it like that, because there was no way I could get this undone. I could not get it undone. Oh, well, you got to have mistakes, don't you, in things that, you know, you can't help it. I do like how that worked out. I'm thinking about putting some paper behind it first, you know, just to make sure if you put something down in there, if you say you've got it on a piece of paper like this here, and you want to put something down in it, I suppose it's not going to hurt. It's still going to work, isn't it? It's not going to get stuck on anything. No. Look at that. It works. There you go. So that's for today. Don't think I've got anything else. I don't know if I was going to tell you about anything else while I was doing this. I think I was. I can't remember what it is now. But I'm sure I'll get to it. So thank you everybody for watching. And I hope if you haven't seen the competition thing that I've put up for a tag, that you will go and have a look at that and have a little enter in it. I'm going to make, it probably will be could end up being a sewing channel, shouldn't it, in there. Hey, oh, well, I've got plenty of stuff to make, but I'm going to do a journal, and then I'll put the all the stuff that you need to make it in, like the ephemera and that there, for you to make your journal out of as well. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll get back to you later. Okay, talk to you after. Bye-bye.